Good morning. Another quick update. Nothing's changed. Apart from the air ring's halfway up now. I need to go and buy one more piece of pipe. What you're currently looking at is the baby Cories, the albinos. Just been fed some grindle worm and some micro worm for the small one at the back. Yeah, not much has changed, but half of the pipe's up for the air ring, if you can see. There's just this front piece to get. I settled for it going on the ceiling. Just seemed the easiest option with where the plugs are, to be honest. That comes out into there, can you see? Yeah, so what'll happen is that pipe will drop onto the pumps and then it'll split. Need to put a shelf in there or on that wall. Cut that off, drop it in. The pumps, oh my god! I got a little bit excited yesterday. I went online to look around for some pumps and stuff. There's the peppers. Just to get a general idea of how much, with it being payday tomorrow, which it's also Black Friday tomorrow. So I may have got a bit excited and found the pumps for £135. Which I can get anyway, I think. If I've looked it up right, which I can get them for £135. But then they dropped. Like literally I was on the internet and they dropped right in front of me. To 119. So I was like, oh, saving a tenner. Roughly. Then I've just been on again this morning. And they're now down to £113. So what I'm going to do is leave it until tomorrow and then order two at whatever price they're at. Just to try and get the pumps. The pumps are a burden because they are so expensive. So it's one of them. I'm going to order them tomorrow anyway. Hopefully I can get both. Is my plan, is to have two. And but the only problem is if I get two, it's going to use the money for the wood for the rack here. So that's going to knock us back a bit. But the air ring will be complete because I will also be ordering the manifolds and the airline. And then what we'll do over the next couple of weeks, if we haven't got wood, the next week or so we'll connect the pumps up, get all the manifolds drilled in and drop the airline right to the floor and cut it. So every piece of airline will be 2 meters long. I have ordered 4 rolls of 30 meters, which gives us 120. It's enough to do this back wall and the shrimp tanks there, if I really want to do the shrimp tanks, or I can start that side. Then my plan will be is to get the wood and get the rack up on the back wall and get some of these tanks resealed and cleaned up, sprayed, put onto the rack, and then it's going to be, that's a pretty big step for me considering where we're at now. We have this 5 tank rack up, which was a temporary build. Didn't want it to last as long as it did, but it has. So, you know, I'm not in any kind of rush to get rid of that. But what I am in a rush for is to get these fish on that rack when it's done. Get the filters in. I'm also going to order a thermostat off eBay. And then that takes about 30 days, it says, to be delivered, which is a bit of a joke. But by that point, it'll be next payday. Just in time for Christmas. We get paid on the 22nd. The other half won't be happy, but yes, I'll be going to get the heater, and if I haven't already got it, the wood for the rack. And I'll probably be doing that the 23rd and 24th, to be completely honest. Obviously depending on what time I'm working, stuff like that, or I could be out here Boxing Day getting the rack up. It'd be nice for me to have a rack up and running by New Year. It's gone on for a year now, this build, and there's been setback after setback after setback. Right from the very start of taking the old shed down when it fell down, instead of us taking it down and it wouldn't go back together properly, which then set me back £4,500 on building this beast. So yeah, even the base had problems of finding the old pond under the base that my nan had and getting rid of all that. It's expensive, but I can feel it now. If I get these pumps and get this airing finished, at least then all I have to do is racks and heating, and obviously set all the tanks up. So this room will hopefully be done. That half of the room will be done by New Year. Ideally I'd like it done by Christmas, but Christmas is a busy time in the job I have. You know, it's hard to tell how many hours and days and stuff like that I'm going to be working. So it could be I hardly work, or it could be I'm in every single day, 8 hours a day, no time to myself, which means no time for the fish apart from feeding them. But it would be nice if we can get that rack up ASAP once these pumps are here. Get that done. I don't want the rack going in until the manifolds are in, because I don't want to be leaning too far over racks and stuff like that. I'd rather get all the manifolds in. There's 42 going on each wall, so there's 42 on that wall. There'll be 42 on the front, if my maths is right, and then there'll be 1, 2, 12 on that pipe. There's quite a lot of tanks. But why am I doubling up on the manifolds? Well, I want to have that choice of extra air in the fish room, of having that extra air line per tank, for whatever reason, especially on this back wall, because then I can get the filters, get them seeded, ready to set the front wall up straight away. Extension leads are going to be used for the lights. Now, I may have overestimated how many plugs I'd need. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, we've got, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 9. Times that by 4. No, times that by 2, which is 18, and then times that by 4. It's like 72 sockets. That's a socket for every tank near enough, which we don't need. So half of these are probably going to be cut off. Or we'll leave them active in case I upgrade. Well, I will be upgrading the lighting. Lighting is just being T8 lights, guys. Just because I'm at that point now where I want to get it up, I want to get it done as good as possible, but also as cheap as possible now. So it's one of them. I need to get silicone and spray paint for the tanks. Probably pick some up tomorrow, depending on how much Black Friday cost me. But yeah, I'm going to order 42 manifolds, and then I get 14 with each pump, so if I get 2 pumps there's another 28. So I'll probably get the back wall done and half of the front wall, near enough all of the front wall, which will leave me with like 10 manifolds, which I'm not bothered about. I can get them off eBay or off GM Aquatics. So we're cruising at the minute. Like I say, hopefully get this airing finished. We're going to get the other piece of pipe, but that's only £2, and the corners are like 84p in the 3 clips, but I've already got some down there. So this is going. I've had enough of this, whatever I made, and it's getting in the way now. I'll leave the pipe through the wall, but this bit can go. So I've got 2 corners there and a clip there. So do I really need more? I don't know. I'll just buy them. They'll come in handy for something. Like I say, I've got to connect the pumps and everything up. So yeah, my red ram's horns are making a comeback. Woo! These were overtook by the black ones, which are in the corner there. I didn't think I had any red left, but I cleaned that tank yesterday. I've also lost 2 rabbit snails and a baby rabbit snail. Not happy. I cleaned this yesterday, and look at that already. That's what happens when you feed 300 bristlenose plaque babies mushroom. It goes everywhere. I'm going to get that out in a minute. But there's a baby rabbit. Focus. There you go, there's one. And then there's a Malaysian trumpet snail. There is also, I think what's killed the rabbits, there is an assassin snail, I noticed. And when I went to get him out, when I come back in, he was gone. Like completely. I love these fish. Just look at that. Like, amazing. Although they are messy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll update you when I get the pumps, and obviously I'll do a video when we're drilling air rings in, and hopefully get another selfie stick end to set the tripod back up, which means I can leave the camera rolling while I do the air ring and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for today. Like I say, Black Friday, pumps are going to be ordered in the morning or tonight. I don't know yet. But hopefully now the pumps are bought, we can, because I can get wood anytime. I can borrow the wood from the builder's yard, that's not a problem. And pay him when I get paid and stuff like that. I don't really like doing it, but if worse comes to worse and I get that impatient, and then I'm going to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, peoples. Hopefully we'll have a working air ring by the end of next week, even if I'm still putting manifolds in. Danny Walton died in a tragic accident, so he says. I reckon we'll have to go round and drag him out the bed and make him a brew in his aero cup. To be fair, they're not as hard as I thought they were going to be. I've done them in Chris's fish room and helped Chris, and they're not actually that difficult to put in. I might be able to do it. It's just going to be a pain in the arse putting so many in. Because like I say, there's going to be 11 that side of the clip and 11 this side of the clip. But shit happens. Life goes on. Right, I'll update you guys anyway. I might do an unboxing video on the pumps and shizzle like that. Let you know what was bought tomorrow and over the next week. See what jobs we can get done. I'd really like to finish the carpet tiles, but right now that's not a priority. In this room's a priority. RO units there. That can't be set up until the racks are in, so that's just in the way. A fish tank there that I'm selling for Chris. It's a full setup. I need to work out how many litres. If you want it, message me. So yeah, I will see you all in another video when we have the air pumps or the manifolds, and we can start doing a bit to this lovely black bit of pipe up on the roof, so that we can have powered filters. Alright guys, see you later.